Hi there, Machedo. Speaking to you from Machedo.com. Who is Machedo and Think Personal Branding? Okay, this is the resume rebrand service that I'm providing for my fans, the followers, and whomsoever, requests for this. If you'd like me to rebrand or review your resume or your business profile, send me an email to law@machedo.com and I'll do it for you live on YouTube. Live on video. Okay, now this is a graphic designer. He sent me his resume and he had also sent me an email. Okay, it sent me an email. This is his email and I'll read it out to you. So this is what he has sent. Hi, Loy. I saw your video. I think, okay, not think. Okay, I think it's fantastic that you're doing something like this. Now, normally, if I were to see anybody who has a mistake in his email communication, that shows to me the person's careless, that shows to me the person lacks leadership capacity or capabilities. It shows to me that the person shouldn't be taken seriously. Okay. Please find attached my resume for your review. I would love if you could rebrand it live. I'm not going to rebrand this because this is designed. I'm just going to give you my thoughts and comments. I've been trying to get a job in the UAE, but have been unsuccessful so far. If you've been unsuccessful, there will be a reason for this. Okay, I do not know how far or what is the duration of how far. I'm looking to land a role as a senior graphic designer, okay, not just a graphic designer, senior. And I'm looking at the range of, I put my notes here. I'm looking for the range of 17K. That means 17,000 dirhams. Or that's roughly, I just put my notes here, $4,628 US or 22K. Oh, that's around 6,000 US dollars. Now, I normally do not understand why do people have a range between 17K, that is, you're talking 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So you have 5,000 dirhams in between. So you want someone to choose between 17 to 22. That means you're not sure what you're worth. Okay. I'm based in Pakistan. Now, when you're based in Pakistan, you'll earn in rupees. And if you're talking of converting rupees to this amount, I'm telling you how the decision maker, the CEO, how the businessman, how do they think? They know for a fact that if they were to pay 6,000 US dollars to somebody based in Pakistan, that's a substantially huge amount of money, a massive amount of money. So to me, on the face value, this is reason enough for why you're not being given a job, why you're not being thought about, why you're not being shortlisted. Because at this salary range, a company can get at least 4 to 5 graphic designers. Now, the problem is, if he were to go to, let's say, salary for graphic design in UAE, I type this out. So now when they go to something like this, they will see a salary like 8,000 dirhams. Oh, 8,000 dirhams, glass door. Wow. Then they would see something like, okay, what are the salaries? Salaries for graphic designer, salary UAE. So when you type something like this in Google, you'd normally get, let's say, 15,000. Wow. 30,000. Wow. So when you see something like this, you tend to assume that, wow, look at the salaries that they are paying. Okay, now this is advertiser is a British company. They put it on 2011. Okay, just look at the dates. Now, these kind of salaries don't exist anymore in the Dubai job market. But people, when they see this, they get fooled into thinking that they can ask this salary. Now, given the fact that I am very much in touch with the UAE market, I can tell you one thing. This salary range, 17,000 and 22,000, is given for someone in a very senior managerial level or somebody who brings in revenue for the company. because the thumb rule that companies follow is, if I pay the guy $1 I expect $100 back. So having somebody who's charging 22,000 dirhams per month, you're talking of $250,000, that is 240,000 dirhams a year. That additional expense to have a guy sitting his ass in my company, where I need to bring in the business to take care of his salary, to take care of his expenses, doesn't make sense. And there is no so much of design work that, you know, that can justify paying someone so high. In fact, let me tell you a very simple thing. If you go to Fiverr, Fiverr.com, in Fiverr.com, you would get people who charge, let's say, these are the pros. You can get for $5. Okay, I just need to go to, okay, graphic designer on Fiverr. And if you go to graphic designer on Fiverr, this is live that I'm showing you, $25, $20, $10, $5. So you can get graphic designers who are ready to work for $5. So let's say I choose best selling. In best selling, the guy who's the best seller is starting at $5, $10. These are people who are, you know, who are the best of the best. They have more than 1,000 recommendations, and they are only charging $25. So if I go with newest arrivals, the people who want to enter the market, $5, $25, I will do any work. So you can see the desperation. And if you look at the amount of people, there are more than, how many are there? There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 into 4, 48, nearly 50 ads in a page, and you have 10 pages. So that's 500 people I can choose from. So the question is, why should I pay someone? Let's say, if you divide, I think it roughly comes to around, let's say, $10 an hour, $10, 20, it comes to around, say, $50 or $100 an hour. Why would someone pay that much amount of money when you can get someone for $5? Okay. So these are my initial observations why this gentleman from Pakistan is not getting a job. Because keep in mind, the employer is very business savvy. He is very aware of the Pakistani market. He's very aware that if he's paying you in US dollars or in dirhams, when you convert that to rupees, that's a substantially huge amount of money. And there are desperate people out there in the Asian countries who are ready to work. Okay, now let's quickly have a look at his resume. This is his resume. So visually, when I look at it from a visual perspective, let me zoom out a bit. In a visual sense, this is visually captivating. Fine. It looks nice. Okay, it looks nice. It stands out. I'm curious to know, what is this resume all about? In fact, this is not a resume. This is more like a poster. Okay, so the guy is trying to brand himself. Now, let's have a look as he managed to do that. So at the top, he has, hello, my name is so-and-so. I've censored this and his photograph is here. Graphic designer, illustrator, photographer, musician, nice guy. So in terms of the visual layout, he has used the top area of his resume to basically give me fluff. Like, hello, my name is, who cares? What value does that give me? There is none. He has stated his date of birth. He has stated his email address, his mobile number, his marital status. I don't know how far that is important to an owner. And he has stated his favorite color is green, which is absolutely unnecessary. So here at the top, what he has shown to me as a decision maker is the guy is childlike in his creativity. He's very childish. He has a lot of creative ideas, but he doesn't have a business sense towards the ideas. So he has grabbed my attention. I've given him my attention. And now he's talking nonsense. Okay, I'm not interested in his date of birth. I'm not interested in his mobile number, nothing. And then he says he's a graphic designer, illustrator. Okay, if I'm searching for a graphic designer, it's obvious this is a graphic designer's resume. let's move on. The next part which is coming is I'm looking to utilize my capabilities and enhance acquired knowledge as a content writer. I think he is very poor in terms of delivering his communication. It's really bad. Like he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 lines. What is he trying to tell me? I'm looking to utilize my capabilities, enhance acquired knowledge, along with practical skills and hands-on experience through a successful career. You have bored me with your content writing skills. So you have very poor communication skills, very poor content writing skills. Okay. Then he has placed a link here. Please click here for more work. I'm not so very keen to click and check out other things because I want to make sure that on this page itself, I get whatever I want. Now, obviously, I did click and check the other things, but I'm keeping it limited to this. Now, he has stated his education experience. Now, education, I'm not very interested because it's a graphic designer. So your education doesn't help me much, but experience is something I'd be interested in. But now, when you're talking of this area of his resume, I have to strain my eyes and I have to go closer to read. So after straining my eyes, let's see, where do I start from? I start from here. So the most important thing where my eyesight moves from this direction, my eyesight moves from here. He's speaking to me about his school. He's speaking to me about his school, which I'm not interested in. So he has lost my interest here. Then A levels, I read from up to down. I'm not interested in this. Then he says, okay, my first job. Okay, I'm not very interested. So what I do is I'm interested in knowing his leadership capacity, what he has done lately. Now, so he is in some beacon school system. Again, there's confusion here. What is this? Education? Where is your job? Where is your job? Certificate in digital photography, freelance. Now, he has made a mess. He has made an utter mess of this, and I'm lost. So it just shows that he lacks the practical experience to guide a person's, eyesight as to where the person should see in order to make a decision. So you have creativity, but creativity without a purpose. And then you come down to the skills. Now he knows Photoshop, Illustrator, InDesign. He knows so many things. Fine. You claim that you know so many things, which I can see here, but I mean, what have you given me that I can make a decision that you're the guy? There's nothing. You have just positioned yourself as a graphic designer who's overpriced, who's charging me, maybe this is news to you, but I can get a graphic designer for 2,000 dirhams. You're charging me 10 times more for the same skills that a guy who would take 2,000 for, a fresher. Now you're stating your interest is drums, your interest is guitar. This has no purpose or no function to my company or my decision. Bass, drawing. I'm not interested, football, anime. None of this interests me. This shows that you're still immature and a child. You have fluency in British or English. You know how to converse in French and basic Pakistani. So make your choice. So, and he shows a cartoonish character where you throw in the garbage or you call. Okay. Thanks for your time. Hope to hear from you soon, and a LinkedIn link. Overall, I give this resume, in terms of visual layout, I would give it a 7 out of 10 or a 6 out of 10. In terms of content, I would give it very poor 1 out of 10. In terms of sellability, it doesn't sell. It really gives a very bad impression. In terms of justifiable reasons as to why this person should be called, there is none. In terms of business decision, it's 0. So overall, this candidate is a total reject, because all this candidate should show me is this candidate can design a resume. He's good at graphic designing. In terms of communication skills, absolute horrific. In terms of salary that is being asked, you're asking 10 times more than what the market is asking. And you have, my assumption is he has got these figures because he has gone to the internet, typed something out, where people just hype up rubbish salaries and they give you such a big, like, look at this. Here they're saying 96,000, salary range is 34,000. This is rubbish, absolute rubbish, okay? These salaries do not exist in the UAE market. I know this because I have been there. I've been there in the Middle East. So given that he doesn't know what he's talking about, he doesn't have a license, he doesn't have local market knowledge, he doesn't know what he's talking about, this resume is a reject. And that is the reason, my dear friend, you're not getting a job in Dubai, UAE, and you have been unsuccessful. You'll continue being unsuccessful because this is not what anybody wants. In fact, let me show you something. This is what I created. This is what I created, even though I do not know much of graphic designing. This is something I created just for my brand. And I know I have zero skills where graphic designing is concerned. I think this document stands out much better than yours. And this is just, few minutes that I spent on Photoshop. So, that's what I'm trying to tell you. I feel this resume is terrible. I feel he needs to get real about, you need to get really practical and understand the business side of things. So this is my business review of a resume that is terrible for a gentleman from Pakistan. And I hope this gives you some insight and some value. So guys, if you'd like me to revamp or rebrand or evaluate your resume, please send your resume to law@machedo.com. If I feel there is some value that I can add, I'll do it for free. I normally charge $150 if I have to do this, but I'm doing it for free as a value to my viewers. So check out my articles, check out my videos. You just have to Google Machedo, and this is me signing off for now. Take care. Thank you very much for watching.